I don't know if you can hear it, but it's raining like crazy outside. I love it. I'm talking about the law of attraction, and there's like a storm going on outside. Just, just living my best life. Just living my best life. Hey guys, my name is Gabby and welcome back to episode 2 of the Law of Attraction series. There are 3 parts to the Law of Attraction. Part 1 is asking for what you want. Part 2 is believing and having faith that you can manifest those things. And part 3 is actually receiving those things from the universe and manifesting those things. Today we're going to be focusing on the asking part of the Law of Attraction. Now, if you haven't seen episode 1 of the Law of Attraction series, make sure you go and watch episode 1, and then when you're done, come back here and we are going to delve into episode 2. I think it's safe to say that in order for us to get what we want, we have to know what we want. A lot of the times we say, I want more money, I want a car, I want a lovely relationship, but we are not being specific enough. If you say, I want a car, and then you receive a car that's from 1998 in a lime green color, you say, wait a second, that's not the type of car that I wanted. I wanted a new 2017 BMW. Well, you weren't being specific. You just said, I want a car, then the universe gave you a car, and you went, wait, that's not the kind of car that I wanted. So you have to be very specific with your desires. If you want money, how much money do you want? Have a specific amount of how much money do you want. If you say, I want a lovely relationship, what does a lovely relationship mean to you? What kind of qualities does a person need to have for you to consider that relationship lovely? If you want a car, what kind of car do you want? What kind of make? What kind of year? What colors do you want the car to have? How the interior should look? Be very, very specific. The universe loves specificity, and the universe is very specific, and a lot of the times we are very general about it, or we're very vague and we say, oh, I just want more money, and then the universe gives you $100 and you say, well, I wanted more money. Well, you should have been specific in the first place. So, number 1, how can you become clear on your desires? How can you find out what you want? Well, take a piece of paper, take a notebook. This is my notebook where I write down a lot of my desires and things that I want to manifest. Make a list. Sit down, make a cup of tea, make a cup of coffee, get a pen, and just start writing what you want. Make a list of all the things that you want. You can make a list that is only health related. You can make a list that's only material objects related. You can make a list that's partner related. You can make a list that's, related to your career. Doesn't matter, but be very specific and write down everything that you want. If you want a car, describe that car in detail. Say what kind of car do you want. If you say, I want more money, how much money do you want? How are you gonna spend that money? Get very, very specific. Say, I want $100,000 because I'll be able to travel there, and I'm gonna go there, and I'm gonna buy this, and then I'm gonna take my friends for dinner to this restaurant. Be very, very specific and write down exactly what you want. If you want a partner, if you want to attract a certain relationship in your life, write down all the qualities. What are the qualities of that person? How does that person make you feel? Play around with it. Go as wild as you want and as wild as you can. Dream big and just write everything down on paper. I feel like writing down things on paper is such a powerful process, because it's one thing when we think of our desires in our minds and we, think about it, we daydream about it, but when you write it down on paper, it's almost like you're taking whatever's in your mind and you are already putting it into physical form. You are putting it in writing and you're saying to the universe, this is what I want. I have it in writing. You can look at it. If somebody else came and looked at that list, they would know exactly what you want. Be specific, be clear, and go as wild as you want. Another way to get clear about what you want is to make a vision board. I actually have my vision board and Ryan's vision board on the wall right in front of me, and I don't want to take my camera away because it's sitting, so I am going to film it for you and show you what our vision boards look like. So So this is our vision boards. That's exactly what I'm talking about. This is my vision board. This is Ryan's vision board. So, if you want a car, put down exactly the kind of car that you want. Put down a motorbike that you want. If you want money, put a bill. I have $1 million bill. So just get very, very creative. Put as many things as you want on the vision board. And I love this little corner. So yes, those are our vision boards. I feel like I need to redo mine because I took some things down because those things are already manifested. So I put those boards up 2 days ago because they were on the floor, so I just wanted to hang them up. And then as I was hanging it up, I already took down 2 or 3 things because I've already manifested them. So it's really, really fun. Get a magazine, cut out all the things that you want, print out some pictures, just get as creative as possible and put it in a visible place. Don't put it somewhere in the corner where you're never gonna look at it. This is in our bedroom on the wall right in front of our closet, so every single morning when I wake up, that's the first thing that I see. When I dress, that's what I see. When I put my makeup on, that's what I'm looking at. So put it in an obvious place because you are constantly reminded of your desires, and it's very nice. You see in front of you visually of all the things that you want, and then when you start manifesting them, it's very nice to start taking them off the board and then replacing them with new desires. Another way that you can ask the universe of what you want is visualizing. So you don't have to necessarily put it down on paper or put it on a vision board, even though I think it's very, very helpful, and it really helps because you see it in front of you, but you can also visualize it. I meditate every single day, so usually after I finish meditation, I sit in silence for about 5 to 10 minutes and I just visualize how I want my life to look. I visualize the opportunities that I want to receive, and I visualize, having certain things. I visualize certain career milestones. So just go wild with your imagination. Close your eyes, maybe when you're laying in bed in the evening or when you wake up, first thing in the morning, just visualize what you want your life to look like and what you want to have. Oh, also, I forgot to mention, if you are making a list of what you want, so for example, I want a car or I want a certain relationship, think of it and write it down in a present tense. It's so important, because if you say, I want to have this thing, I want someday to receive this thing, it's almost like you're already putting it way into the future and you're saying, one day I'm gonna have it, one day I'm gonna have it. But as I said, episode 1, the universe responds to your vibration. So if you want something, you have to be a vibrational match to it. Now, this is a little bit foreshadowing of what episode 3 and 4 are going to be like, acting as if you already have it. But really, if you want to make it even more powerful, write it down in present tense. Another thing to remember, and a note that I want to make, is that you are asking throughout the day all the time for the things that you want without even realizing. One of my favorite teachers, she teaches a lot about law of attraction and manifestation and the universe. I'm gonna link some of her resources below. She says that we are constantly launching rockets of desire. If you are in a relationship that is not very satisfying and it's very negative, you automatically are launching the rocket of desire for the kind of relationship that you want. If you have a car that constantly breaks down and you're getting really frustrated about it and you get really annoyed about it, that experience automatically launches the rocket of desire for the kind of car that you want. So without even realizing, when you are faced with experiences that you don't want and that you don't enjoy, that contrast immediately makes you ask for what you want. This week, make a list of the things that you want. Make a vision board. Start visualizing of how you want your life to be, because next Friday we are going to go into episode 3 and we're going to talk about believing and having faith and how that interplays with manifestation. So make a list, write down everything that you want, go as wild as you can, make a vision board, start visualizing, and I'm so excited for you to see episode 3 next Friday. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to give it a thumbs up and subscribe. I also post new IGTVs every single Monday on my Instagram, and I post on Instagram daily. I share a lot of inspiration, a lot of thoughts that come to me, or a lot of experiences that I'm having and I want to share with you. So if you don't follow me on Instagram, make sure you go and follow me, and I will see you next Friday for episode 3. Bye!